never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Fine.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. I hope you're looking forward to the first full week in the month of November. And I am wearing a new / old hat. I'll be honest with you, I've probably got about 14,768 Clemson hats because I don't like to throw them away, because to me, you don't throw away Clemson stuff. And of course, hats are hard to keep clean and get clean if they get good stains on them. So about every 6 months or a year, I'll just buy me a new Clemson hat. And my wife tried to impersonate me yesterday. Of course, she can't do that because you can't impersonate perfection, and there's only one of me. But she was looking through the closet trying to find a hat that she was going to wear to do an impersonation of me. And she found this hat, and I said, "That's my hat," because I honestly forgot that I had this hat. So I figured I would change up the video and change up my Clemson hat for a while. You can never wear too much orange, so hopefully you like my new bright orange Clemson hat. But today here on the channel, I want to talk some wrestling. If you have any thoughts from Crown Jewel that WWE had on Saturday afternoon, please feel free to let me know. I believe that I got all 7 matches correctly predicted. If I'm wrong, somebody drop it down below in the comment section, let me know. But if memory serves, all 7 of my predictions came true. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But first, I want to say that this past Saturday night, I was at 405 Community Court in Monroe, Georgia for Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. The show this past Saturday was called November Reign, and Reign was spelled R-E-I-G-N. We had 8 matches altogether. Me and David Weekley were the 2 referees. And you know by now that you can follow Southern Fried Championship Wrestling on Facebook to know all about when the next show is, what all the matches will be, when the show starts, where the show is, and all that kind of good stuff. But also, you can follow Southern Fried Championship Wrestling on YouTube just by typing up Southern Fried Championship Wrestling and hitting the subscribe button. And they put just about every single match on YouTube. So all the matches from Saturday night will be on YouTube probably by Wednesday. Sometimes it's Tuesday, but usually it's Wednesday. So I encourage you to go back and watch those matches as they get put on YouTube. Now this upcoming weekend, I have 2 shows. Saturday, I will be at 244 Livestock Road, Easton Nolly, Georgia for SWA. Come see all the fallout from our amazing Fightmare that we had last month. Come see the new SWA Tag Team Champions Eric Riker and Kyle Phillips. Also, see what Billy Starr has to say about keeping the SWA Premier Championship in his cage match he had last month with Junior, and also what will Cade Powers do next, because he lost his cage match to Yukon Adams, and Yukon retained the New Blood Championship, but Cade also turned on Dr. Happy Sad, who was his manager. So find out what happens there. And also, we have the commissionership split 50-50. Hot Stuff now has 50%, and Jody maintains 50%. So how are these guys going to get along? Maybe we'll find out. Saturday night, 244 Livestock Road, Easton Nolly, Georgia. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Bell time is 7 o'clock, and tickets are only $5, and you can't beat that. And coming up on Sunday afternoon, I will be at 6687 Highway 72 West Colbert, Georgia, at the UWF Arena. Doors open at 4 o'clock. Bell time will be 4:30 Sunday afternoon. Tickets are just $10. We're going to have DC Washington versus Jacob Ashworth for the UWF Heritage title. And if DC gets disqualified, he loses the Heritage Championship. And we're also going to have the Northside Heroes making their UWF debut, taking on the Summit Fight Club. And one of the members of the Summit Fight Club was on Monday Night Raw in Greenville. That happened last Monday night. We're also going to see stars such as Marcus Adams, Caleb Crocker, Nick Halen, the UWF Heavyweight Champion, the UWF Tag Team Champions, brothers Curtis Coleman and Eli Smiles, plus Kyle Phillips, Jaden Vane, and so many more. So come on out Sunday afternoon to 6687 Highway 72 West Colbert, Georgia, to the UWF Arena. Doors open at 4 o'clock, and bell time is 4:30. Now, as far as Saturday afternoon at Crown Jewel, they had one match on the pre-show. I'm not even going to talk about it. All that was two guys that just didn't have a match. They put them in a match on the pre-show. So the pre-shows are not just an hour of talking. There was actually one match on there. But the main card had 7 matches. We kicked off the afternoon with Seth Rollins defeating Drew McIntyre to retain the World Championship. Rhea Ripley defeated Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, and Zoe Stark to retain the Women's World Championship. Solo Sikoa defeated John Cena. Now, a lot of people think that promo John Cena did on SmackDown was his way of saying goodbye. And I'm not saying it wasn't. It might have been, but I just don't believe it yet. I mean, Cena is 46, and he has came out and said that his body is breaking down. And I understand that, but I just think his last match is going to be at SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. I just don't think his last match will be at Crown Jewel, but hey, I could be wrong. Logan Paul defeated Rey Mysterio Jr. to become the United States Champion. And if you did not watch that match, I encourage you to go back and watch it, because Rey Mysterio came probably about 6 inches from breaking his neck in that match. And it was strictly 100% his fault. You can't lay blame on anybody else but Mysterio. I mean, he's getting close to the age of 50, so his body is slowly slowing down. He just can't move as fast as he used to could. It's kind of hard to say what move he was trying to do because he came up so short. But he came off the middle turnbuckle and tried to do a backflip, and he missed Logan Paul by a good 2 feet. But luckily, Logan Paul had fast, quick instincts and dropped down to one knee. And because Logan Paul is so strong and Rey Mysterio is so small, Logan Paul was able to catch him and kept his head about 6 inches off the mat, or he was going to land neck first on the mat, and it would not have been pretty. And Logan Paul's only had like 8 matches, and his instincts are already that fast. So it just tells you that whether you like him or not, he was just born to be a wrestler. He just has natural, God-given talent. And some folks are just that lucky where you get in the ring and it just comes natural to you. And for Logan Paul, he's one of those people. Kairi Sane made her WWE return, and she helped Io Sky retain her title by beating Bianca Belair. Semi-main event, Cody Rhodes beat Damian Priest. And in the main event, Roman Reigns defeats L.A. Knight to retain the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship. When I talked about Crown Jewel last week, I think it was on Thursday, I believe. And I believe I picked Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, Solo Sikoa, Logan Paul, Io Sky, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns. So I think I got all 7 matches correct. You just never know, because you can watch this stuff and think you know what's going to happen and be right. And you can watch this stuff and think you know what's going to happen and be wrong. And it just so happened that Saturday, I believe I got all 7 matches correct. So make sure you watch Monday Night Raw tonight to see all the fallout from Crown Jewel. And now we ain't got to wait long, and it'll be time for WWE Survivor Series. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I saw a man going up on a hill with a trolley full of 4-leaf clovers, horseshoes, and rabbit's feet. I thought, wow, he's pushing his luck. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.